Daniel McFadden, frontstretch.com. Denny, is this your final contract extension?
I would say probably most likely. Yeah. Who knows, but most likely.
Okay. You turn 45 in November. There's been lots of talk.
I'm aware.
How wild is this? Just a few weeks ago, Denny Hamlin was on the edge. Some fans wondering if the greatest almost driver in NASCAR history was running out of time. Fast forward to now, Joe Gibbs Racing just locked him down with a multi-year contract extension. That's right, the number 11 Toyota driver who's dominated some races but never captured the ultimate prize, the Cup Series championship, is officially sticking around. But here's the kicker. Is this a bold move toward glory, or is it just a desperate clinging to comfort before the clock runs out? Today, we're unpacking everything about this deal, the drama, the controversy, the fan rage, and what it all means for Hamlin's legacy and NASCAR's future. Buckle up, because this contract is anything but simple. July 25th, 2025. Joe Gibbs Racing drops the news. Hamlin is signed for multiple years with his longtime crew chief Chris Gabehart still by his side. At first glance, it sounds like business as usual. Denny's leadership and consistency remain a cornerstone, JGR said. We're excited about what the future holds. But NASCAR fans, oh, they had feelings about this. Scroll through Twitter, Reddit, or NASCAR forums, and you'll find the split couldn't be more clear. One side says, Hamlin is a legend. Give the man more time. The other screams, why extend a guy who can't win when it counts? And that, my friends, is where the real story begins. Here's the brutal truth. Denny Hamlin has won 58 Cup Series races, elite company, but not a single Cup Series championship. That's right. Despite being a three-time Daytona 500 champion, which is no joke, the one prize that matters most has slipped through his fingers time and time again. He's become the GOAT of almost. Nearly winning the big one is a cruel spot to be in, close enough to taste it, but never quite crossing the finish line first when it counts most. Fans have made memes about it. Hamlin's the James Harden of NASCAR, all talent, no rings. The king of heartbreak. Why invest in a driver who can't close? This contract extension is the loudest statement yet. Hamlin wants one last shot to silence the doubters. But will it be too little, too late? Why did Hamlin stay with Joe Gibbs Racing instead of jumping to 2311 Racing, the team he co-owns with Michael Jordan? Simple. JGR is a powerhouse, top-tier cars, a crew chief he trusts, a team with championship pedigree. But here's the twist. Some insiders say it's not just loyalty, it's fear. Fear of change, fear of risking what's comfortable. After all, 2311 Racing is still building, still evolving, and not yet a guaranteed winner. So Hamlin opts for security over uncertainty, a choice fans have mixed feelings about. Some see it as wise, others see it as playing it safe. And safe doesn't always win championships. Denny Hamlin is 43 years old. NASCAR vets know that while drivers can compete well into their 40s, time catches up with everyone. This contract extension is his last real shot at the title before age and wear start to slow him down. Hamlin has admitted he has unfinished business, but the pressure is enormous. Fans want a championship now. Sponsors demand results. The team expects wins. And if Hamlin doesn't deliver soon, this deal could be remembered as a quiet farewell to the spotlight. The reaction to Hamlin's contract extension has been nothing short of explosive. Scroll through social media and you'll find fans absolutely divided, trading fierce opinions like it's a high-stakes race. Critics ask, why lock in the best non-champion ever? What's the point? They argue that Joe Gibbs Racing should stop clinging to nostalgia and start investing in the future. Some say Hamlin chokes every time the playoffs arrive and wonder if this deal signals the end of his prime. But on the flip side, there are die-hard supporters standing their ground, reminding everyone that 58 wins don't come by accident and urging patience because the championship will come. They call Hamlin the heart and soul of NASCAR, the driver who races harder than anyone else. This split among fans has created an electric tension, exactly the kind of drama NASCAR thrives on. Hamlin isn't just racing against other drivers. He's racing against the ghost of his own career. Every close call, every heartbreaking loss haunts the conversations at the track and in the media. Critics say he lacks the killer instinct to finish the job when the pressure spikes. But fans who know Hamlin closely say it's not about skill, it's about circumstances. Pit road mistakes, strategy errors, the cruel hand of racing luck. He's been a victim of it all, sometimes by inches, sometimes by misfortune. This contract extension is his chance to flip the script, to rewrite a career career that's been defined by what could have been. Joe Gibbs Racing didn't sign Hamlin just for nostalgia. They know his leadership in the garage, mentoring young talent, helping the team grow, is invaluable. And despite the playoff heartbreaks, Hamlin's pace on the track remains elite. He's a threat every time he takes the green flag. But JGR is also hedging bets. They're balancing the past glory with building toward the future. If Hamlin fails to deliver the championship, the team has promising young drivers waiting in the wings. Ty Gibbs, for example, who's been tearing it up in Xfinity. Beyond the stats and contracts is a driver fueled by passion. Hamlin's intensity isn't just for show. He lives and breathes racing. Every lap is personal, every loss cuts deep. And this contract? It's his lifeline to keep chasing the dream that's defined his entire life. This is a man who's fought injuries, setbacks, and the weight of expectations, and yet he keeps coming back, hungrier than ever. Hamlin's contract extension is also a snapshot of NASCAR's larger story. The sport is at a crossroads. Veterans like Hamlin and Kyle Busch are battling to hold on to relevance, while young guns are hungry to break through. Owners like Michael Jordan are shaking up the landscape with 2311 Racing. NASCAR is evolving fast, and every decision, every contract, sends ripples through the garage and fan base alike. The clock is ticking. Hamlin needs to turn this extension into something unforgettable. That means results, wins, championships, playoff runs that silence critics, because the moment he fails to deliver, whispers turn to roars, and his legacy shifts. But if he pulls it off, if Hamlin finally wins that Cup Series championship, he doesn't just rewrite his story, he becomes a legend. So what's the verdict? Is Hamlin's new contract a masterstroke of loyalty and belief, or a sign that Joe Gibbs Racing is clinging to the past, risking the future? One thing's for sure, this deal has lit a fire under the NASCAR community. Fans are divided, drivers are watching closely, and Hamlin, he's got everything to prove. Tell me what you think in the comments below. If you want the real, unfiltered NASCAR drama, hit subscribe, smash that like button, and buckle up, because this story is far from over. This isn't just a contract, it's a crossroads, a gamble, a last chance at greatness, and the whole NASCAR world is watching. Will Denny Hamlin finally cross the finish line first, or will history repeat itself? Only time will tell.